head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, in talking Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front, right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David, with Bain and Mesidor on Miami's national championship run getting to that game. They've got big-time NFL athletes up front.
Huge athletes, explosive athletes, twitchy athletes. Jason Taylor being the coach down there for a while, obviously working those guys. A Hall of Famer you get to work with, you get to develop. So it's almost plug and play every year, man, now. You're starting to see Miami defensive linemen that are some of the best players in college football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Using his legs, it's Scott. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. NC State quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Maybe some room here. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Going to the run, it's Goss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go right back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Touchdown, NC State! Into the end zone for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a...
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Handoff to the single back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for space. It's Pringle. There's some room. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unleashes one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He wants to change this route. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Might have a chance. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give to the lone running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job.
Just steamrolling the defense. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, they are chewing up clock on offense right now. They've been able to stay on the field and sustain this drive. They've been really, really good on third downs, and it's not just throwing the football, but they've been able to do it running, too. Give the
touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense. He'll
return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, it's Bailey. He's going to take off. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They get to the line quickly.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterbacks.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Jumped on top of the pile.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. NC State going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to set up the screen. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Mensah unleashes it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Using the quick game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Purdue Boilermakers.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing. Stop for that return at the 22. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the op.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Fields. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mono.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Looking for more room. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Wolfpack! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Canes want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Trying play action. Now rolling to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Looking left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. NC State quick to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Fakes to grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running the red zone, it's Pringle. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Might be calling a hot route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll try to blast their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dozier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive.
Oh, my goodness. He's still moving. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
To the air, it's Bailey. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
It's grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll do it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, North Carolina State! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. The Wolfpack fight back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a three-point game late. Maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and every time he touches it in the return game, he's a threat. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Run in the red zone, it's Pringle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Already a chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Runs for the tackle. Makes the grab in their space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Dozier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on third. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Defense in press coverage. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Wants to throw it. Got his man. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. Rattles it back.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. The give. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes back on top.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, Mensah fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.